Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today I am giving you guys some more decluttering and organizing motivation for you. I am tackling my kids' toys today. This is long overdue. My oldest is almost 4 and I've never decluttered or organized toys in his entire life. So we are well overdue here. So we have a lot of toys to go through, and I am going to be trying out the rotating toy bin strategy, or however you want to call it. So I'll be talking about that more throughout this video, but I hope you enjoy it. I hope it gives you tons of inspiration or motivation, whether you need to tackle your kids' toys or anything else in the house. If it does, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and let's just get into it.
A million people in the crowd, but I only see your face in all the lights. And as the bass keep pounding on me, baby, I really wanna make you mine. I don't really care about love. I don't really care.
So this video took 2 days. So the first day I'm starting in the downstairs and going through all of the toys down here. So I basically just collected them mainly from the living room, and there were some things in Lainey's room, and then of course some things scattered throughout the rest of the main floor. So I just collected them all, and now I'm just going through all of them, throwing away, and then sorting the ones that we're keeping. And I basically just tried to, find the pieces, for us anyways, we have all of these toys, but then you don't know where the pieces are to some of the toys. So that's what I was doing. I just went through to make sure that all the pieces were together for toys, and I also categorized it a little bit. So, all the cars went together, all the dinosaurs went together, so on and so forth. So that's how I am starting off my organizing, just so I see what we have. And so when I do start putting them in their bins too, all of the pieces will be together, and yeah, it'll make sense that way. So first I'm just going to go through these toys and take care of that.
By my side when the sun goes down.
Talking to each other, I know we feel the same about the situation, like we're stuck inside a game. Time to get out of this circle, yeah, we both carry a scar. Let's rewrite the part we're playing, time to cherish who we are. The only thing I ever wanted starts with us taking the chance, not like anything we've done before, yeah. Now it's time for something better, and time for us to follow our dreams. No, we can't stay no more. Come run away, don't be afraid, we'll be okay. And I know it's the right thing to do, let's break away. All colors will fade, let's go our own way. Now's the time to first step is always hard. When you walk out of the doorway, but that's just the place to start. The only thing I ever wanted starts with us taking the chance. Not like anything we've done before, yeah. Now it's time for something better, and time for us to follow our dreams. No, we can't stay no more. Come run away, don't be afraid, we'll be okay. And I know it's the right thing to do, let's break away. All colors will fade, let's go our own way. Now's the time to decide what to do, and I'll stand by you. By you, I'll stand by you. Now's the time to decide what to do, let's break away. Somehow this is beautiful, yeah. About time we let things go. Is this our destiny?
Okay, this is where we're at, guys. Quite the mess. I'm embarrassed. I didn't even know we had this many toys. Like, I knew we had a lot of toys. And I was like, every time Wyatt would be like, can I have a toy? I'd be like, you have too many toys at home. I guess I never really realized just how many toys we actually have. But this isn't even all of them because there's some upstairs. Ugh. They're all of the categories are mashed together right now because of my lack of space and wanting to run around and put them in their categories. But I categorized them all. I'm not quite sure on some of the things how I'm going to organize them together, but I'll figure it out. Whatever works. But yeah, I threw a bunch of things away. A lot of McDonald's toys and broken things, or just, I don't know, toys that I knew we were missing pieces to, so I just chucked them. But there were a lot of baby stuff that was in this bin, in these bins, and these were the main bins that were down here on our little organizer. These are all the toys that were in there, and then some toys that were in Lainey's room too. She didn't have too much in there, but there were some baby toys, so I'll make sure to pack those away until the next baby. Some books got in there and some things that belong other places, so I just did the best that I can now, and I think what I'm going to do is start binning them up so that I don't have toys all over. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll just bin some of these up so that they're not all over the ground. I don't think I'm going to get to all of the toys today before the kids get home. Obviously, the kids are not home while I do this because there would be no way. That's a tip. If you're decluttering toys, try not to do it when the kids are around. I guess if they're older, it's good if they partake in it, but my kids are younger. They would not understand me throwing toys away or trying to store toys away. They wouldn't like that. So I'm just gonna try and bin some of these up, and then I'll probably go get some more toys. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. Okay, so this is what I picked up for storing the toys in. I figured they were good enough size. I think they're 15 quart bins. I don't know if that's even facing the right way, but they're 15 quart bins. I just got them at Target. I got 6 of them, and I'm hoping that it'll be enough for all the toys. If not, I can just go back to Target and pick up some more. But what I'm gonna do is, I don't think I'm gonna be too like rigid on how I categorize the toys in here, just because I think it'll be good to have different stuff, because if they not particularly want to play, you know, cars, I don't know. We'll have to just figure it out as we go.
We drove to New Jersey. Your eyes icing, I'll be worried. You said it was nothing, but I know you get buried in the sorrow of us, in the sorrow of us. How did we end up here? We used to laugh so hard. When did we stop loving, babe? When did it all go too far? We don't listen when we...
So I am using the rotating toy method today to organize the toys, which basically means that you kind of organize and categorize the toys within several different bins. And most of the bins get stored away and only a few bins stay out for the kids to play with. And when I loaded up the bins, I kind of did a variety of toys so that they had lots of different options. And I also made sure that there was toys in there to please both my son and my daughter. But so basically there's less toys for them to play with, but then it makes it a little less overwhelming for them. They actually can play with the toys as opposed to just dumping them all over your living room floor. And, you know, it's kind of fun and exciting because once they start becoming uninterested in those toys, then you can take those bins away and bring brand new bins of toys. And then it's kind of like Christmas. They have brand new toys. It's fun, new, and exciting. And then they actually play with those. And so that's kind of how it works. You don't have to buy new toys all the time to keep them interested. You just take out ones you've had for 2 years that they forgot about, and they play with those, and they're like they're brand new. So that's kind of what I'm looking for here. My kids don't really play with their toys, and I'm hoping this will get them to actually use it and then get something from it. They can use their imagination. They can play together more. I can have a little bit of time to get things done or just think, you know, all of that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping this method will really work for all of us, but I'm just kind of cleaning some of the toys before I pack them away, just so that they're nice and new looking when they do come out. But I'm going to finish packing up these bins.
Try to connect without making a scene, but we don't listen when we talk. We don't listen when we talk. You were my best friend, didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you, you and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along tonight.
So the issue kind of running across with the smaller bins is that a lot of the larger toys don't fit in here. And so what I'm doing here is just kind of labeling on the bins that require a larger toy. So like the Paw Patrol tower, I put the Paw Patrol little things within the bin, and then I would label Paw Patrol tower on it so that I knew when I picked that bin for them to play with, I would also need to get the tower to go with it. And so that's kind of what I did. That was kind of the downfall of using these smaller bins. When I was doing my research on this, other people chose larger bins. I went the smaller option. I don't know if I like it better or not yet. But that's just kind of how I figured I would kind of resolve that issue. So then I have all my small bins, and then I have larger bins where the big items are kind of stored and ready for me to grab to use with the smaller bin.
Fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do
2 now of our decluttering and organization project of the toys. Today I am in my son's room, Wyatt. This is probably, actually, this is where the other half of our toys kind of live and where we play. We don't necessarily have a playroom. We do have another room upstairs that is on our list for this year to renovate. It needs like new carpet, it needs new paint. It just kind of needs a new refresh and overhaul in that room. But it's not really usable yet for playing with. So the kind of spaces we play in is up here in Wyatt's room and then downstairs in the living room, you know, the whole main floor really. So we keep the other toys up here in Wyatt's room. And so I'm just going to do the decluttering and organization up here, since it wouldn't make sense to bring it all the way downstairs and then bring it back up to store and organize. So that is where we are at today. I wanted to show you the bins from yesterday because I didn't talk about them at all, and I just realized that. So I took them out of the storage closet that I'm going to keep them in to show you guys today. So let's see here. Okay, so these are the bins that I did yesterday. And maybe it would have made sense to do larger bins for this project, but I kind of wanted smaller bins to hold less things, so that when I pull out a couple of them a time, like when I'm rotating them, that I could choose 2 different bins every time. So like there's not a ton of toys. I don't know if that makes sense. So I could mix it up a little bit more, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And maybe it won't work. This will definitely be trial and error kind of thing. But basically, I did a little bit of categorizing. I mean, when I made these bins. But like, so in here, I have this little set with little animals and stuff. And then I have dinosaurs in here, so it's kind of categorizing a little bit, but it's also can be pretty separate. I also included like the little people cars that will go with the tower, so that kind of all will come out together. I'll store the tower away with this. What I did is I wrote on there, I can't put the thing on right now, but I wrote on there little people tower, so that I knew that that goes with this bin. So when I pull that out for rotating, I will grab the tower as well out of the closet and bring it out with. And then that's just kind of what I did. It's a completely random, just to kind of give them some variation. I didn't want to put like only, you know, like pretend food, and then they don't want to play with pretend food, and so now we're back where we were. So I kind of made it pretty random. Like this one has some blocks in it. It's got some little figurines. It's got cars. It's got a sword. It has these little people in here to have the vehicles, to have the little, or the larger little people vehicles with it. So it's giving them plenty of options to play. And I also, what I was doing, I was trying to think of like what they both would want to play with, since my son is going to be 4 in September and Lainey is almost 18 months now. So they're kind of into different things some of the time, you know, they play together and play with the same things too, but they're also on different wavelengths just from their age. So I wanted to think about both of them when I filled up each bin. But I'm thinking that I will take out like 2 bins at a time. I don't know. We'll have to see what I come up with. Over here is all the toys are in this room, and then also this closet is just full of toys also. So I'm just going to go through these now and I'll see what we have, and then I'll kind of decide a little bit more of how I want to do the rotating part. But let's get to pulling all these toys out.
can't seem to focus when you're getting close to me. We're like a broken record spinning round and round all year. I know that I can't do more. I know that you feel the same. Why do we keep playing all of these games? I don't wanna go.
And here we are again doing the same thing upstairs. Luckily, I feel like there was a little less toys just because we were just working with what was in Wyatt's room. So we basically play in two different areas. We play in the main living area, you know, the living room and downstairs basically. And then up here in Wyatt's room, it's kind of like our makeshift playroom right now. We don't have one at this moment. We do plan on doing a little home update in the spare bedroom that is also upstairs here. And want to kind of make it like a playroom, actually make it like a flex room, playroom, office, workout room, just kind of a whole bunch of stuff. But it's not ready yet. So luckily we don't play inside as much anymore because it's summer, but when it starts cooling down, we'll definitely want to start working on that room. But today I'm just doing the toys, but when I was reading on this method, people also included like books, stuffed animals, like outside toys, all sorts of other things, even like arts and crafts type stuff, like anything that a kid plays with, they included in this. And I didn't go that far. Maybe I will if I find that this really works for them, but I didn't want to bite off more than I could chew. So I just stuck with the toys, which were driving me nuts. And then maybe I'll kind of get into that more if I'm finding that this really works for them. But let me know, have you tried this method before? Did you include those other things? I don't know. I think it would probably work, but we'll just stick with the toys today.
Up all night with you.
I used to think I had plenty of dreams and light in my life. Still my glass was half empty, but you came along and showed me how to love without limits, to have a good time. My glass was always half empty, but now you're in my life. We're far away from the...
Again, I'm pretty randomly packing these bins, just how much variety I can, basically. We have tons of superheroes because my son loves them, so I just packed a couple in each bin, and then some cars and some other little toys. My daughter has a little microwave. I had to divvy up all of the like pretend food, play food, and just, yeah, I just kind of divvied everything up, and yeah, just whatever would fit in the bin, basically. And then just like I did downstairs, I'm also going to label these bins if there are larger toys that go with it. You know, the towers, the large vehicles that don't fit in here, any old thing. I'm going to make sure that I label it so that I know that part of the toy is missing and I'll need to collect it before I put the bins out.
Now my life's an adventure, and you're the reason why. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out, even after all of these years. like a light lighting up in the dark.
So I just have this bigger bin where I'm putting all of the larger toys in here now just to keep it a little bit more organized so I don't have a bunch of loose toys in my storage closet. I ended up not having enough. I need to probably get one more bin to fit these larger toys in, but I just threw the other ones in a basket for now and it'll work. But just something to think about if you are choosing the smaller bins. But I did hear people use the larger bins, and the reason I didn't go that route was because I figured I could switch it up more with the smaller bins. Maybe down the line I'll go to the big bins, but this will work for now.
Now I know why it never worked out before. Hello, it would always turn out bad, so bad. But every time we start a fight, we always stop in time. We both know how to be gentle, never cross the line. I feel calm when you're around, like nothing can break me. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes, but I know.
And now that all the bins are packed, I'm just going to start loading them into our storage closet.
We could be in control, but we just keep on putting on the show. And baby, I don't mind it. Let them talk, they don't get it. That we are two peas in a pod. We are two peas in a pod. Two peas in a pod, two peas in a pod. Two peas in a pod. That we are two peas in a pod. A roller coaster to walk out the door. We could be in control, but we just keep on putting on the show. And baby, I don't mind it. They talk, they don't get it.
Okay, so here is the final product. It is not perfect, but hopefully it will be good for the family and getting the kids to actually play with their toys, for us to be a little bit more minimal with what we have, out, because all we were doing with our toys really was just throwing them all over the house, dumping them on the living room floor, that kind of thing. And that's not really playing, that's just making a mess for mom to have to clean up. So I really have high hopes for this. These on the right side are the two big toys that were too big to fit in these ones. So what I would recommend if you're gonna do like this style of organizing is to just use the bigger bins. I thought that having the smaller bins would make me be able to customize a little bit more what they were getting, rather than giving them the same bunch of toys every time that rotation comes up. I could switch which two bins that I give them, this and that, the other thing. But I don't know. I just, to me, seems a little bit easier and manageable just to have fewer big bins, and you don't need to stuff them full of toys. Like, they don't need to be stuffed to the brim, but it would give you the opportunity to be able to fit some of these larger toys in that absolutely do not fit in these smaller bins. So that would be what I recommend, but this will work for now. Maybe later on I'll change it out. But yeah, I have all of the bins to rotate on this side. I have, you know, the labels sticking out so that I can see what they need in terms of bigger items. Yeah, so this bin is full of the big items that didn't fit in there, and this is the leftovers. I need to get another bin to be able to fit the big stuff in there, but this works for now. We really don't use this room or this closet. This room is basically like a storage unit in itself until we kind of renovate it and make it into a usable space. But this is looking good to me now. And then here are the bins that I took out for the first rotation. These bins on the left and the puzzles on top will go downstairs, and then the bins on the right will go upstairs. And that's just how I decided to do it. It would also be helpful to label upstairs and downstairs bins, or like if you have certain areas of the home where the bins would work for, like if they're outside toys, like I've even seen people do this with outside toys, then make sure you label that, because I don't know, if it's an outside toy, you don't necessarily want to put that bin up in their bedroom. So that's another tip. I didn't do that, but maybe I'll do that here later on. But yeah, I think there's plenty of toys in here. I mean, they fit quite a bit of things, and they're pretty, there's a lot of variety in each of the bins. I know that there's something in here for both my son and my daughter. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below if you've ever tried like this type of organizing with your kids' toys before, like the rotating of toys kind of thing. Let me know if you've tried it, if it worked for your family. Let me know if you did anything different, if you have any tips for me on how to change it to make it work better. Like I said, I've never done it. I've never organized our kids' toys, period. So I'm not sure if this will work. I'm not claiming that it does. I've just seen a lot of people talk about it, and I've seen a lot of people say that it works. I did it my own way, and so hopefully this will work for us. If not, we can always tweak it and make it a little bit better. But if you have any tips for me too, just leave them down below. I would love the help. But anyways, I hope this video gave you tons of inspiration, whether it's organizing your toys or you're just tackling some area in your home. You need to declutter it, you need to organize it. I hope this video gave you some motivation to do that, and if it did, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you are not already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!